Welcome back. Now, if you are somebody who has struggled with creativity or with innovation, or if you felt uninspired in general, or if you had bursts of inspiration, but somehow it seems to always depend on the outside world whether you are inspired or not, then this video is for you. And usually you can use this well in your company if you want to create a new product, right? If you find a new marketing strategy, if you want to find a different way how you actually can, bring your brand into the world, right? Or how you can connect with people. It's also good for you if actually you are in a company and you want to see different ways of how you can do stuff. You want to add more value to your team, right? Or if you just want to explore new ideas, if you want to start your own project, if you want to start your new business on the side potentially, right? And so this video will be helpful here to bring a little bit of magic into your life and your business. Let's get started. What's the reason that we're not creative? Yes, have you thought about this? Why are we not creative? Right? When we watch some fantastic series, I remember watching Jane the Virgin, fantastic series, right? And I would watch it, and it was this story about the writer Jane, who would just write and write, and she would wait for inspiration to hit. She would not be able to write for such a long time, right? And then there was a moment on the bus, and the thought would hit her, and all of a sudden she'd be like, oh my God. And then she would start writing, and she would have to continue writing, and she would write the entire time until like hours passed, because, and this is the fun assumption here that we got taught, creativity somehow hits you, and then you have to ride the flow because it is rare. Yes, because inspiration is rare, isn't it? And if that's the case, if you feel that way, that inspiration is rare, and because it feels like it's something that kind of just hits you, that's like you have no control over whether inspiration comes into your life or not, then I would love to invite you to reconsider. Because in my life and my world, inspiration can be deliberately created. Frankly, I woke up without inspiration, guys. Today, I was like super grumpy, and I thought, oh my God, not happening. Yes, grumpy, tired. What a day. And well, guess what? In a few hours, I turned it around. And the reason why is because I don't believe that our mind is something that happens to us. I'm pretty certain at this point, after working with many clients, after working on myself for a very long time, that inspiration is very much created. And what we feed our mind is the very reason why we're not creative or why we're not inspired. All of us have our social media feed, and so sometimes we would wake up in the morning, we would take our phone, we would scroll a couple of times, and we would feed our mind with whatever comes. And actually, we had almost no control over it except for the people that we follow and subscribe to. And these days, we follow and subscribe almost to everything and everyone just in order to, see what's up or be liked. We don't actually use it intentionally at all, right? Sometimes we do, right? But in this same case, if you really look at how many people you're actually following on every platform, you'll see it's probably thousands. So chances are that you'll get presented and fed a mixture of all kinds of things. And when we start our day like that, and our mind gets fed a certain information, diet, then what happens? Well, whether creativity strikes or not is a little bit up to the universe. Let's see, hopefully something else will inspire us. Inspiration comes from the outside, not from within, right? Is what belief then sets within ourselves. And so, what if inspiration came from within? And actually, by feeding your mind tons of stuff before you even start the day, what if what you're really doing here is blocking the inner flow of inspiration? Now, I would love for you to try this out. And in this video, I'll give you a couple of exercises in order to give this a shot. The first exercise I would love you to try out is to not touch your phone in the first hour after you wake up. Now, this is a pretty simple one, though many of us are actually quite addicted to our phones. And so if that's really difficult for you and your phone is your alarm clock, that's okay, right? Use the alarm clock, just keep it away from you, right? Just don't open the messages, even if you see messages. Don't open social media if you see social media, right? Simply keep it away for the first hour. And for the first hour, do anything else. Do your morning routine, right? Make some breakfast, go for a shower, right? Go for a walk, whatever else, in order for your mind to settle. Because here's what's happening in your mind. Your mind is a little bit like a snow globe. right? Imagine it like a snow globe. You shake it, and that clarity and inspiration is the object in the middle. And you see what you need to do in order for the object in the middle to become clear, right? You need to just stop shaking the snow globe. And what we do with new information is actually shaking the snow globe. New information brings the snow globe to shake. And so that's why every single time when you actually stop shaking the snow globe, when you just leave information outside of your mind, when you stop feeding your mind information, it can connect all the dots. And when you connect all the dots, then you can actually create something new. Yes, and that's when inspiration strikes. Well, I'll be really curious to see that if you wait long enough, sometimes it takes people hours to wait, but if you do this every day, for the first hour of the day, you just leave your phone aside, what kind of inspiration will strike and what actually you will create with that.